Kupo kupo.
Thank you for the follow, Technosh Merc. I was just shaking my drink. Ugh. Oh boy, this is gonna be a lot. We've got... I might as well just bring it up. I'm already basically ready to go. I currently have 4,065 iron bars. We're gonna be turning these into gear today. See where I end up on smithing EXP. Yes. Right, I had to reload this thing. Right. So, still only have 2 remaining tasks to go. To get to 70 smithing, smelt an adamantite bar, which is going to be the easier of the 2 because there is an alternative. The alternative requires me getting the bar. So we're just making the bar. I already have the ore for it. I just need to get there. If I finish with all 4,000 iron bars on stream today, we're gonna work a little on magic. I won't get to 70 smithing today, but if I can finish up everything, that'd be great. Problem is, we gotta do some work first. I gotta move everything to Varrock. Unfortunately, I have 2 active beginner clues and 2 active, easy ones. So we're gonna have to do some, quick shuffling. I'm gonna set everything down just outside the bank. I might have to move them again if I swap to magic, but, like, it'll be easier than running back and forth repeatedly. As annoying as this is still the better option. I don't quite know what I'm fighting just yet to actually level magic. The Dark Wizards have better drops, but the Scorpions are a million times easier, and still drop beginner clues. Dark Wizards could at least give me some somewhat decent runes to work with. Extra magic casts are extra magic casts. Also, this is a dead clue. It, wanted fish. I don't remember which one, but it's not useful to me. Freaking Charlie, man. Alright, where are we putting these? Alright, go get the other 2. Alright, there is no other way out of Varrock for me right now. Before I started the stream, I started flipping through possible tasks in the nearby chunks. Just a little bit, get a better idea. It's been so long since I've rolled one. Ideally, what I want is either, chunks 1 or 2, which are the other 2 right around Lumbridge Castle I haven't gotten. Because if I can get closer to this one in the swamp, that'd be the best. That would give me my first, agility training method. Then the ability eventually to just climb into the Alcarid mine from the shortcut. It's gonna be another one of those days where leaving my desktop fan on is too cold, but leaving it off is too hot. Also, I'd burn these beginner clues, but like, one, they're both Charlie the Tramp, so there's only a 50% chance they'll even work. Two, my last 3 beginner clues, my last 3 caskets took 3 clue steps each. Don't know why. I know they can, but like, really? 3 times in a row? So it might be worth popping down to the farm over here. I currently have barley planted in it. Maybe poke in once in a while. I don't know. I keep forgetting about it. It should be fine though. I did pay the cost to have it taken care of. It's just that it's such a pain in the ass to get there from the Alcarid mine. So I either have to pay the toll to take the faster route, or I have to walk all the way around the fences. Oh, also the Christmas event is off now. Or whatever the holiday event was. There used to be a bunch of NPCs lined up here. Not to mention all the snow is gone. Right. Drop that. Drop that. We're all good to go. Now, I really need to dump out the rest of the hammers. I think that's when I was just picking up everything off of goblins. Alright, here we go. The long task of breaking down the iron bar pile. Actually, wait, before I do this, reset all of this. There we go. Seriously, what is up with that screaming? I also had to actually pay attention to my run energy, because, at least when I was just mining, I had it set down to a science, so it wasn't disrupting my ability to do anything when it turned itself back on. I also just gotta stockpile everything right now. Some of it I might do some server hopping and sell to the shops. Some of it might get broken down with low-level alchemy, which I know is only going to give me the same amount, but again, magic EXP is magic EXP. That's if I fight the Dark Wizards, though. They are my only hope of finding nature runes right now, except maybe a beginner clue if I'm lucky. I just have not been lucky. God, that EXP per hour is so much better than freaking smelting bars. Now I need the bars, but boy, does this just hit different. That's just gonna take way less time. What a cursed fucking task. And again, I'm the one that backlogged it for a bit till I had a better anvil. I don't even want to think about how long it would have taken me doing this with the 3 chunks I actually had when I originally got this task. Also, holding on to some of this in the off chance I do get the horrible ass roll and end up in Giant's Foundry. Might not be the worst thing. So, although I'm not working on steel, I believe I can just buy steel equipment from nearby. So I do know some basics of Giant's Foundry, but I have to like look up a lot of it. Some of this could still be useful, even though, like, really, I don't need more than, like, 1 piece each. And even that, I don't really need. The off chance we hit Giant's Foundry and have to get another 15 smithing levels. Yeah, the iron bar pile hit 4,000 last night. I don't remember exactly when, but it hit it last night. Seriously, why does the Alcarin mine have 1 adamantite node? What the fuck? There's an imp running through. An imp lane. I didn't see which one it was. I clicked it by accident. I didn't see it. Eclectic. Okay. You're gonna be a pain in the ass for me, aren't you? God, I wish I could catch that thing. Also, I hope you guys like ticking sounds. It's gonna be a last of the stream, I think. Unless the wind knocks out the power or something. It's kind of gusty today. Kind of a rare thing in this part of town, but like, it could technically happen. Yeah, part of the reason I'm doing this now and not just waiting until I have all the iron bars I need is entirely thrown off now. My math was bad to begin with, but it's completely thrown off by the fact that I've gained several lamps in a... What the fuck was it called? Book of Knowledge? I just keep putting it all into smithing to save myself some time. So I think getting the magic level is not going to be as much of a pain in the ass. Actually, hold on. 62? Now, assuming... Where is it? Wind bolt. This is roughly 23,000. But yeah, no, that target EXP amount is way lower. Holy shit. The EXP calculator would show what runes I need for anything, though. That would be nice. And that's calculating this off of Wind Bolt specifically. It would be faster if I used different ones. Just you know, air staff. Also maybe throw weekends out too. I think I have some extra rounds sitting around. I think that might at least give me a smidge more AXP. God, if I had the fucking nature runes, we could just solve this so easily by just casting low-level alchemy over and over again. Boy, do I not, which is why I'm contemplating going after the Dark Wizards. It's not like I lack supplies, I just lack the runes. Don't exactly have fantastic access to food right now either. Okay, Fridge, why are you making weird noises again? Not even a different noise. That is so much more relaxing than having to do the mining itself. The problem with the mining is that every once in a while somebody just runs up and decides to get in the way. Doesn't matter if I've already been there for like half an hour. It's like, cool, now I gotta move servers because this dude's being an ass and won't move. And I've got a bronze pick. So being like actually close to my pile of clues is nice. Instead of having to run an entire chunk away. So I did contemplate playing 14 today, because they supposedly have fixed the DDoS Unagon. Oh, God damn it. But, considering that they keep saying that and it happens, like, within a couple of hours again. Yeah, decided this was a better idea. So, like, right now all I want to do is play 14 and just, destroy somebody else's day in PvP. But hey, yeah, no, the DDoSing's not conducive to that. I'm still surprised I got all my item drops the other day. Despite the fact that the last run on basic grades got fucking knocked on by all the lag. And we lost half the team. It's also kind of funny because, like, the most chill I ever see the player base is ironically, at least in game, is ironically when there's DDoSing. They're always like, yeah, well, we can't do much about it. We'll just wait out everybody logging back in. Now that can take like 10 minutes. Like, they're toxic as fuck on Twitter. But, like, in-game, yeah, no, everyone's bizarrely chill about it. Actually, one of the shorts I edited for, YouTube yesterday was an entirely separate situation, which might have been DDoSing or the server just being unstable. It was back in November. They're saying, yeah, we're having DDoS issues again. But it's just enough to make the game lag, not enough to kick anybody off. It's not consistently. Not the way it's happening now. Where every couple of, every like 30 minutes to an hour, it kicks half the player base offline. But at this point, I'm so goddamn close to getting that 1,000 wins. Physical ranged. Just like, I want to get that done, but like, there's nothing I can do if the server won't remain stable long enough. Also, I mentioned it on Blue Sky, but I was reminded while flipping through the VODs to set them up for YouTube. My surviving Mars colony suffered a huge catastrophe due to a meteor storm, and then a cold snap happening back to back, and completely draining all my metal supplies again. And I lost a shit ton of colonists. And now, since I have independence on that one, because I was trying to prevent a political firestorm, yeah, I can't replace the colonists easily. What the? Get back there. Get more iron. So that's gonna be fun to clean up. So hopefully they fixed whatever the hell was going wrong with the elevators. I did report that to them, to the devs. I just don't know if they fixed it. They've definitely patched the game since the last time I played. I just don't fully know to what extent, because the elevator not working was making it impossible to move any part of my colony underground. Like, I can't even move the colonists. I can't build anything if I can't constantly get supplies down there. Okay. The thing, please. I really wish my run energy turning back on didn't stop me from doing things like that. That is so annoying. I don't want to turn it off fully, because I'm lazy. And I've already adjusted it to 30 so that, wasn't getting in my way of smelting. But, like, please, knock it off. Oh yeah, that wind out there is angry. Well, am I glad I don't have to be outside. Again, I'm not even sure I can go outside on my own right now. dealing with all this shit with my joints. I don't think I can walk very far on my own still. So goddamn hard to tell. I don't want to go out and then get stuck somewhere. Oh, we've almost gained a level. Nothing else. Seriously, what is with all the weird noises in Varrock? It genuinely sounds like somebody screaming all the time. So hold on, we're gonna give the clues a flip. I'm paranoid. We're probably gonna flip them more than they need to be. Be careful because there's a tree right behind where the anvils are. Supposed to be leaning on his broom there? Because that's not quite what it looks like, depending on the angle. It's more like he's hugging it rather than leaning on it. Alright, one more inventory, and then that's at least one level today. Level 60. 10 more to go. We're not even at the part where the EXP guy's off the fucking rails yet. Like, EXP wise is still technically chill. It's only 28,000. I think I have enough in the iron pile to at least get one more level. I think. Either that or really fucking close. I'm too lazy to do the math in my head for that one. What was the actual spike? Yeah, I have no idea. Might be 67 worth spikes? That doesn't make any sense, though. I think I might have just been not hitting the button right. What the? Okay, what the fuck, game? There we go. Yep. Doing the chunking thing. Unfortunately, I'm having to level smithing and mining with a bronze pickaxe. Beginner clues have not been nice to me about that. Chunk Unlock sold you into this mess? I think it was Josh's and Gaming's one is what got me into this. And keep in mind, I hadn't played old school RuneScape at all prior to that. Though I'm doing vanilla, not extreme rules. So it's still a cursed, but not get extremely rare collection log stuff cursed. Yeah. Like, keep in mind, I backlogged this smithing task when I hit 50. Because at that point, all I had was Lumbridge Castle. Oh wait, hold on. Grab the lamp. I only had Lumbridge Castle. This part, Valkyrid, and the fucking mines. Which meant the anvil I had access to could only do bronze. So for the sake of my sanity, I put it in the backlog till I could get a better anvil. I got the 70 mining because that was still easier, but the smithing one, I was like, yeah, no, let's get something a little better than this. That way I could at least move around a bit. It wasn't only just the bronze anvil, I also had to carry money around to pay the toll to get through the gate all the time. The chunk roller is absolutely determined to not send me south or to the west. It just wants to go northeast. It's been absolutely determined to send me as northeast as it can. Like, game, all I want right now is to go into the Lumbridge Swamp. Please, be nice. Unless I can figure out where there's another, low-level agility training method, I pretty much need the Lumbridge Swamp. Even that's not necessarily a great one, because I know that you can... Don't talk to the NPC. Sir, can you not be in the way of my anvil? Thank you. Because I know I have to take a light source down there, because it's in the underground area. If I'm not mistaken, there's gas down there that can blow up an open light source. An open flame. And I think my only light source is a lit candle. What class am I to Draenor? Pretty far away if I remember right. not that bad. Actually. Is that even the entirety of the course, though? Because I may only have the entryway to the course within a rollable chunk. You can do half the agility course. Oh, that would be awkward. Yeah, the thing with the swamp is my access point to the is actually technically 2 rolls away. Because it is not directly south of Lumbridge Castle. Yeah, what is it telling me about that chunk then? That's Draenor. What does it say my tasks are? Black Cape, Bronze Kite, Shield, Iron Med Helm. Easy task 8. X marks the spot 3, Vampire Slayer 2. So yeah, I can only access like half the course. Also, I think I have the entirety of the El Corrida course as well, which, what was that, 17? I've clicked on it a couple times. I don't remember what its level is. Okay. If it's 20, that's also still not too bad. Because I know the one it's trying to get me to do is the shortcut in the Alcarid mine. So I'm gonna need quite a few agility levels. My Draenor is level 1. Yeah, so if I can get both chunks of that. Regardless, it seems like no matter what I do, my early agility leveling is going to require 2 good rolls. Either south or east. I just need one of them. Though getting more of X marks the spot would be nice regardless. So I would prefer Draenor. Man, how would I even do like a small portion of an agility course? Then again, the chunk picker doesn't even recognize the start of the course as being viable, so. Apparently even it's not that sadistic about it. That's the problem. I don't have good law rune access. So pretty much my only teleport is the one you start with to go back to Lumbridge. So like, I guess every 30 minutes? Every 30 minutes I climb up onto a roof and I say, yep, nope, that's good. be very funny, but yeah. Not too viable till I get both parts. Honestly, just having the chunk picker send me east would be nice. If it keeps trying to push me north, it'll eventually send me into the wilderness. It's just gonna be incredibly awkward. Probably involve a lot of research to make sure I for sure know how that area works. I'm not sure my body is prepared for going into the wilderness just yet. Especially because I think some of the tasks involve getting the capes. Yeah, team capes. If I'm not mistaken, that NPC moves around a lot. So it'd probably be one of the earlier wilderness tasks I'd have to do. Normally, chunk players can't get. Only work on PvP worlds, though. Am I mistaken about the... I have heard about blighted potions. Ah, okay. So it's basically access to something other chunkers might not necessarily have, but at the same time, I have to put out a huge risk to use them. At least I have a bank. It's not like I'm going to lose the entire account. Also, you say that, like, food's easy for me to get right now. I think the only thing I really have access to is chicken. Alright, those are here, too. Actually, I think I have one of those from a beginner clue, too. Shit, which one was it I got? And that's the collectible like that's also not something I'd want to risk, but getting easier, cheaper versions would be nice. But yeah, no, I do have access to a lot of shops right now. Speaking of prayer, that's a thing I gotta work on because I don't have overheads yet. Granted, except for burying whatever bones I pick up, I don't really have a good way of leveling it just yet. But yeah, let's at the very least hope I get a agility training method before I get pushed into the wilderness. At the very least, I want I want better agility than this. My run energy drains so fucking quickly. I think at this point, my only real defense against anything is just run away from it. Yeah, that's certainly a possibility. Right now, the lamps are going into smithing just to speed this up. Even if it's only by a smidge. Oh, somebody's setting Varrock on fire. But honestly, like, it's gonna be quite a while before I have to roll anything. Like, 10 more smithing levels is still gonna take me weeks. Probably. Yeah, depending on how much time I'm able to put into it. whether or not 14 gets its shit together and stops getting DDoSed. I am already behind on some things there due to not being able to play for a while. Still have 5 more relic weapons to finish upgrading on there. Like, if I can't remain connected to the servers, there's only so much I can do about that. It was so bad on Tuesday. I'm still genuinely surprised I got anything done. Let's Surviving Mars, because I haven't played that in a bit. Like a bunch of stuff I have to catch up on while also doing this. At this point, making iron bars has just become my, well, I have nothing else to do and I just want to relax activity. One of the GBA remakes, I'm guessing. And trust me, you're not missing out on anything on 14 right now, because it's... Yeah, the servers are kind of a dumpster fire right now. Oh, Tactics is so fun, though. It'd be Tactics Advanced, because I don't think they put the OG one on GBA. And I still haven't bought the remaster of the OG one yet, because they put it on Steam. Essie, while you're at it, re-release Advanced and A2. Especially A2. There aren't even that many people that realized they had made a sequel to Advanced. So that one would be a lot more awkward to port over, because it was, not on the GBA. It was, like, DS? Or 2DS, I think? One of the two? They have to figure out a way to convert the, extra screen. Honestly, I'm still mad that Nintendo's no longer doing proper separate handhelds anymore. It's like, yeah, the Switch can be put into handheld mode, but it's still a home console and it has a home console price. Give me a cheaper, like $100 to $200 console that I can take around with me easier. It's like, boy, the Switch is not cheap. Shit, you would think with the gacha market thriving like it is, they'd realize there is a demand for handheld shit. Yeah. I have the GBA player. It was a GBA player that you could plug into the bottom, and then there was also just games that you could hook up separately using the GBA as the controller. I think what we mostly used that for was swiping cards for Animal Crossing. So we could load in new items and stuff. Like, seriously, Nintendo, can we stop being stupid about this? Why did you suddenly decide you were just going to not make handhelds anymore? Okay, flip these. Honestly, Pal World deserved to get sued, but they should have been actually sued for proper design infringement and not the stupid thing they got sued for. And yet, somehow, this is not the most frivolous thing I've seen Nintendo get involved in. That's still involved in Nintendo. Monster Energy apparently tried to sue them because Pocket Monster was too similar to their brand name Monster. Just the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Nobody's gonna confuse Monster Energy drink for fucking Pokemon, guys. Like, come on, what even was that? Like, yes, humanity is dumb, but humanity is not that dumb. Come on now. I don't know, actually. I know I can't make iron cannonballs, but doing that would actually be less EXP to begin with anyways, even if I could. Uh, You're not sure how to make darts yet. So yeah, they're locked behind something. Didn't tell you what, and the game decided just not to mention it. Yeah. Though, to be fair, at this point, I haven't had to take ranged too far yet. It's only wanted me to go to 30 so far. An idea for later, but like, I don't know what it's locked behind. Or if I'll ever have access to it. There's eventually going to be a point where my account's got such high levels that I don't have to worry about anything anymore. Tires tourist trap. Where's tourist trap? Start an Alcarid. Okay. Oh. My brain. Should it be right here? Yeah. Oh, okay. Shantae Pass. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it's one spot away, actually. At least the start of it is. Yeah, I'd only have access to the first part of it. Granted, it would also be a very small set of tasks. It only has like 2 diary entries in there as well. So if I do roll that one, I'd be moving through it fairly quickly. No, unfortunately not. I've yet to see any of those forestry events pop up. Oh, I've almost gained 2 levels today. Hello, Bronze Arrows. How's it going? Oh, nice, nice. So hooray, we're past 300,000 EXP on this. Oh no. Okay, neighbors, seriously, can you not slam doors? At the very least. What was the point of that? And at least management got off its ass and fixed the really loud door that kept slamming. Because it was basically every resident in the building that was slamming that one. Ugh. Seriously, you hear it slam once, but apparently it's too much to make sure that the door doesn't do that. Fucking assholes kept scaring the shit out of me for like a month. I swear, if I didn't have to deal with my neighbors, my anxiety would be so much reduced. Nope, nope, nope. They gotta do everything they can to scare me to death all the time. I am so glad the shit they pull doesn't get picked up by the microphone. But it does make me feel like I'm insane sometimes. It's like, well, nobody else hears it. And level 61. fell. This streamer hears things we don't. Oh my god, like my last apartment felt like that too. And then my mom helped me move and very much confirmed that yes, they were all constantly in the hallway. It was not just me being insane. They were doing that. My life has turned into, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound. I'm the only one that hears it. There's only been one time their bullshit has been picked up by my microphone, and that was the, I think it was a motorcycle in front of my building. Like, revving up and taking off. It was like the only time. But the one dude leaving his bike in the middle of the hallway all the time, my mom's seen that, so has several of my neighbors, and nothing's ever been done about it. Or the one that keeps leaving their very expensive stroller in the hallway. I don't know why that keeps happening. That hasn't happened in a while. Either they're not using the stroller anymore, or whoever was actually leaving it there in front of the fire exit was not a resident and finally got told off. Right? I'm like, bro, why are you leaving something that expensive in the hallway? I'm just like, somebody's going to yoink that shit. Y'all keep claiming that somebody's stealing your Amazon packages. Why do you think a stroller is any different? You have an elevator in the building. You just walk off with that shit. Not like they have to get it down the stairs. Like, one of my neighbors has this custom, Simpsons couch print. It's basically supposed to be them sitting on the couch. That it's custom commissioned piece of artwork. And they're leaving it on their door. I'm just like, I am shocked it hasn't been stolen yet. Why would you leave anything that's cost you any amount of money where somebody could grab it? One massive bitch on my floor was complaining to me that somebody stole her fucking doormat. Like, come on, guys. Granted, somebody may have stolen it because she is a huge bitch. So, it may have been out of spite. It's like, she kind of deserved it. She's almost hit my disabled ass with the front door before, so like, no, I get it. Scavengers are everywhere. I wish it was 2026 I could blame that on. No, this has been happening for a few years. Management is lazy as fuck, and Amazon just keeps dumping the packages in the hallway and not informing the residents that it's there, so... I'm not surprised. Not to mention, Amazon gets the address wrong all the time. They've dumped someone else's packages at my door before. They're not very bright. Run energy. Like, building management is so incompetent that there's still a hole in my bathroom wall that's been there since 2019. My buzzer to get into the building has been broken since longer than that because they just can't be bothered to put the phone numbers into the machine. So it just goes to nothing. Didn't find that out till like a year later when I ran into the woman who was delivering the packages at the time. There was vomit in the fucking elevator for like 3 days? And like, all anybody did was put some newspaper on it? Keep in mind, this is after they wallpapered the fucking elevator. So the wallpaper is now vomit stained. Yeah, somebody vomited in there and just left it. I don't know why. Like, had that been me and I was too sick to clean it up, I at least would have told somebody and be like, yeah, I'm too done in. I need to sit by the toilet and not leave for like a day. I'm in Canada too. This isn't a US thing. This is Canadians are just as gross. I wish I could blame this on the US being a mess right now. No. No. But it's like, cool, I'm disabled and need the elevator because I use a walker. So it's like, I don't have a choice. I just have to put up with the vomit elevator. It's at least in the corner, but it's like really fucking gross and the wheels are hard to clean up without flipping the walker upside down. It's like, management doesn't do shit about anything around here. Just like, cool. If there's a problem, I can just either deal with it myself or counsel them doing jack shit about it. Oh, and that's not to mention that the people they hire to do any repairs around here are fucking stupid. One of them broke into my apartment last week. They were supposed to be cleaning up the suite next to mine and were too dumb to know the difference between the numbers and decided to open my door instead with the master key. Why you gave them the master key without making sure they knew where they were going, I have no idea. But yes, I totally want an absolute stranger just walking right in. That's fun. It was like the third time somebody had tried to break in, too. This is the only one that had the key. Everybody they hire is too stupid to know the difference. It's like, guys, how do you keep getting the numbers wrong? I know why you're getting them wrong, but how do you keep doing it consistently anyways? The suites above, below, and next to mine all moved out at like the same time, so they were doing work on all of them, so they kept bothering me instead. I'm gonna have to just start playing really loud metal music at like noon or something to keep that from happening. Nah, they'd still probably try to walk in. Still just, like, assume it wasn't occupied. But, like, bro, at least make sure your employees know where they're going, please. Bare minimum. If they're gonna do a shitty job, at least make sure they know where they're going. At this point, I'm convinced management is just, like, skimming money off the rent checks or something. Like, one of them's just, like, an insane conspiracy theorist, so I just have absolutely no desire to talk to him in the first place. But I would not be surprised if he's just skimming off the top. I don't know how they still have a job, because the building's been sold twice since they were employed. They also think the Earth is flat. I have no idea. I've not gotten him talking that long. But the last time he got talking conspiracy theories, he started whining about how the government had set it up in Edmonton, so if you left the city range, your car shut down because they didn't want you using gas or something. And it's just like, you're saying this about Alberta, the main oil producer that is also extremely right-wing right now. My guy. Also, I have family in Edmonton. I wouldn't hear the end of it if that were true. Keep in mind, this dude has serious back problems. He uses a shopping cart to prop himself up instead of getting proper medical aid. You love talking to crazy people just so you can verify you're not crazy. It's like, I genuinely don't know how these people haven't been fired yet. You would think when the building gets sold that the new guys would want to bring in their own people. So why are these two still here? Also, I think the last time the building got sold off, there was still a hole in the hallway wall. So it's like, how did you guys not see that? And why did you think it was a good idea to buy the building and keep these people around? Like, what? I would have started asking questions and then fired them. And then started checking all the suites to make sure they were actually occupied. The two managers back just before I moved in, the managers were actually lying about the occupancy of one of the buildings and were just collecting rent through cash and just, you know, keeping it. We had one good set of managers and they were only here for like a year. They just, due to health issues, they couldn't keep up with it anymore. So they had to quit, which was fucking unfortunate. They were actually genuinely nice people. Also, I swear they keep managing to find drug addicts or potheads to move into the exact same suite every time. It's so random. It's like, I swear, every time. It's the same suite. Like, yeah, the shit's legal here now, but can you not do that and stink up the entire building? Thank you. Hot smoke gives me kind of a headache. Especially the more rank stuff. The more pungent that smell, the worse I'll feel after being exposed to it. Oh my god. I think I have at least one more level in me here. What I have. I think? We're just below 2,000, yeah? I'm like blanking out every time I'm doing this because it's just so repetitive. It's like I'm on autopilot. Yeah, less than 2,000. And then I can get a better idea of what I still need. If I just were doing it off Iron Daggers, so it's roughly 18,000 actions. Like, I've still got a long way to go. Okay, game, stop that. And obviously, that's not counting smelting the iron ore into bars. That's just if I had all the iron already. It's probably going to be roughly 16, 17,000 actions by the time I'm done. I think it said something like 18,500 or 600. So, yep, I'm not going to be done anytime soon. Also, if the game could be nice about it and give me a better pickaxe with beginner clues, that'd be nice. Hello, Saku Kanpaku. How's it going? Yeah, this is chunk mode. We're right at the edge of my playable area. Yep, this is a vanilla chunk account. So I have some crazy grinds, but not collection log grinds. Which is why I'm currently doing clue juggling and like other silly things. No, I don't think anything would make me go after the max level capes. I'm not 100% sure though. So, boy, is it trying anyways. Yeah, I started in Lumbridge Castle. This is what the map currently looks like for me. I've removed one of the rollable areas over here and here because I can't actually get into Mauritania right now. And setting this up in the chunk picker is kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's just not leave that one there. Yeah, no walkable path. Also, don't I have to do a quest to even get into Mauritania? Yeah, so there's that other problem. Like, the chunk picker can let you mark out what part of the map you can actually access in that chunk. It's just the last time I had that happen, it was such a pain in the ass to set up and it didn't really explain itself. Is the entire quest accessible from that, though? Oh, well. Yeah, I've got a few things that require that castle. Oh, wait. Mess with these first, instead of doing this the dumb way. How often I get friggin' beginner clues that are like, go talk to Reldo. I kind of just want access to Reldo at this point. Yeah, I don't think I have access to it. I feel like if it did, it would have already told me to do something with it. Yeah, hold on. Let's see what it's predicting right now for that area. Right here. Calculate. Good, it's lagging. That's not great. Oh, right, right. Something drops it. Oh yeah, no, the chunk picker website's refusing to load possible tasks right now. Lag out. What is up? Huh. That worked. Why is this one not working? Interesting, that worked just fine. Yeah, I have no idea. Huh. Oh, hey, get back to smithing. The current goal is 70 smithing to make an adamantite bar, because Alcarid mine. I'd actually put that one in the backlog for a bit until I got a better anvil. And 62 magic to cast Wind Wave. I think I was Wind Wave. So I have technically the ability to get blood runes. I just can't buy them. I have to get the dark wizards to drop them. Yeah, I'd actually backlogged the smithing task at 50 to save my poor sanity. I was not doing that off the anvil in Lembridge. Absolutely not. Like, at the very least, getting it to 50 also got me plenty of silver and gold bars to work on crafting.
Kupo kupo!
But it wasn't the worst. Thank you for the follow, Saku Konpaku. So yeah, it wasn't the worst thing, but real nasty to get when I only had 3 chunks at that point. Yeah, which is why I was kind of grateful to just have a shit ton of gold and silver bars. I only had to get to 41 or 42. So it made it a lot easier. Then I had access to the gem shop. Potentially, the problem is the bronze pickaxe. Because, yeah, technically, I'm not losing bars due to the smelting failing. I did look at that, but it's the failure rate with the pickaxe being so long that's a problem. From my current XP... actually, that might not be my current, but, like, close enough. That would still be 20,000 actions. Not to mention world hopping, which then slows me down a bit more. So it comes almost entirely down to, can I get a better pickaxe out of the beginner clues or not? So if I can get one that's faster, then that failure rate is no longer quite as crippling. So I did at some point calculate it using steel. That would have required coal, and that also has a fail rate, and sometimes I could sit there for up to a minute trying to mine one ore. Oh, right. I do have a bit of Stardust sitting around, too, but until I can get to where I can spend it, it's just sitting in the bank. So I am in range of a couple stars. Alright, hold on. Let me reset this so I can actually see what the number is. Set that to 70. 18,473 actions. A bit less than that now, but yeah, that's what it'd be if I was just doing gold bars. The only benefit to it being that I could smelt the entire inventory, so I'd be doing 28 a trip. But yeah, the entire thing comes down to the bronze pickaxe versus my sanity at this point. If I did this with silver... Silver would almost double that. Wow, that is a huge difference between silver and gold bars for EXP. Iron's 12.5. Silver is 13.7, so even... Wow, yeah, no. If it was just between silver and iron, iron would be way better once you add in the fail rate. Gold's a bit debatable. No. Grab iron. That's what I get for futzing with menus. Hey. My run energy turned back on. Yeah, had I kept doing this with just the 3 chunks I had when I originally got the task, I probably would have been doing this with gold. Because although the bronze pickaxe and the amount of time it takes and all the failure rates, it still would have been the most efficient. Oh yeah? How? How, though? What I have access to. As far as I'm aware, there is no pickaxe anywhere. Except for beginner clues. Yeah, forestry buddy? How the fuck does forestry drop a pickaxe? Fox event gives Hunter EXP. How convoluted is this exactly? Did not bring up what I was looking for. Oh yeah, no, I see it now. Oh, that is so convoluted. No, I'm one off of the ham hideout. The game doesn't want to send me to the west for some reason. Yeah, that's the other problem. So I'd have to barehand the implanes. Like, it's a good thought, but the sheer RNG involved would be worse than just trying to get a better one off the beginner clues. On top of that, I would also still need to get the correct implane to spawn in range of any of my chunks. I have seen them, but, oh boy. Well, that or get into Puro Puro. So I think I technically can. I don't know if that's against the rules. You can spawn the crop circle in my chunks, though. I'd still have to get the initial levels to be able to catch any of the implanes, though. Not to mention figure out where the crop circle's spawning. Because I do have one. I actually passed by it last stream. One that can spawn here. Part of it? I assume you mean this one. Or are you referring to a different museum here? I don't think I can access the stair. Hey. Stop that. Oh my god. Anvil, please. Huh. I can get downstairs, I can't go upstairs. I got level 10 hunter. Huh. Interesting. Take a look at the display plaques and give them a run through. Weird. Why is this not in the... This is not technically a full quest? Because, like, why isn't this in the chunk picker, then? Jesus. Okay. Do I need to open a guide for this? What am I even looking for? is it just telling me? Okay. I wasn't sure, because, like, I know the quest thing isn't fully on my end. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. So did I ever actually come down here? The first time. I may have ignored the stairs despite knowing that I can go underground if it's in my chunk. Or just didn't think much of it. I'm not quite sure. We already did these, yeah? Okay. Whoa! Yeah, that's a big old dragon. How did you guys get these displays set up like this? The fuck? Oh, it's under the sand. Oop. Okay, I guess. I was expecting a little more than that. There's some, interesting animations going on down here. Look at all these kids skipping around. Alright, my dude. What's up? Oh wait, that gave me Slayer too, didn't it? Slayer 9, Hunter 9. Alright, I should probably see if I can check the rules. I don't know if there is rules regarding Puro Puro. Oh shit, how do I get into that again? No idea. It doesn't look like there is. I guess if I get in there and it's grayed out due to it being a secondary entrance, I guess we'll know for sure. But even then, I'm at 9 now, and what did it say? The minimum I needed to even do anything was 17? Once I had access to the materials. Yeah, 17. 27 if I just want to barehand the baby implants. Okay. Yeah, but there are ones that pass by me occasionally in my accessible chunks. Yeah, I know. Purpura has all the materials I would need to do the actual capturing, right? I don't know. Maybe I'll pop onto the forestry servers and see if anybody's dicking around in the area. Do they even normally do that? Where do the people doing forestry usually hang out? Only take about 17. That's still a lot of lamps, though. At this point, it comes down to which one would be harder with RNG. Trying to get the right event in forestry to even get hunting EXP. Lamping it, or just continuing what I'm doing. Because it's just the one event, yeah? The poachers? At this point, it's just like, which one would be more RNG at this point? I don't even know the answer to that. Game. Also, sir, stop trying to sweep up my clues. I potentially still need those. Oh, I don't doubt that it's possible to chase them. It's whether or not it still works. Yeah. Involves getting a lot of people together. I still don't even know how the chunk picker even denotes Purapuro at this point. Actually, can I even get in there right now? Even with the crop circle? I know I can see the crop circles. I ran past one the other day. It gave me the music track. Being near the damn thing. Completion of the Lost City quest is not required to gain entry if a player uses one of the crop circles. It can't be rolled, but I don't know how it tracks the entrance is the problem. Hey, stop that. think what it's referring to as petuous impulses might just be the mini game itself. Yeah, as long as I find a crop circle. Granted, I think there's a tracker for the crop circles. Like, eventually finding one I don't think would necessarily be a problem, even though I only have one access point. Easy. Beginner. Where's the actual drop chart? Full drop chart, thank you very much. Oh, hi. That's... It's giving me the genie twice in a row. What the hell? Game is like, you want me to commit to the stupid idea. Did it again, didn't it? Cool. Here's the actual casket thing. Oh, level up. That's 62. Honestly, just getting any pickaxe would be fucking ridiculous, but a mithril one would be even funnier. Like, in beginner clues, it's either the black pickaxe, the iron pickaxe, which, you know, aren't particularly much better. funny because, like, I have easy access to farming, just, like, not particularly great farming. So I have worked on it a tiny bit. I have a master farmer that's, accessible. But I only have access to a hops patch. So I don't lack for a seed supply. I just don't have much room to grow anything. Seriously? Again? Yeah, I don't know. Might screw around and see if I can find people doing the forestry stuff later tonight. Probably not on stream. Like, guys, I want to at least finish all these iron bars. I've been going for 2.5 hours apparently. Oh god, yeah, don't remind me. I have to get somewhere around 700,000. Hold on. Let me get the actual number. 737,000. I need 70. If I get sent to Giant's Foundry, I need 85. But then I also have access to Giant's Foundry, so... Mixed bag. Combination of being faster, and it also gives me money back, if I'm not mistaken. And aren't the smithing gloves in there? Yeah, that's kind of why I haven't sold any of it yet. It's just in the off chance. The off chance it sends me that direction. I have a supply of stuff to throw in. Because it is in the rollable chunks already. Oh, yeah. What is it? It's one less than what it took to make it? Yeah? I need, like, it's over 20. I only have, like, the barest understanding of Giant's Foundry. Because when I saw it was there, I looked it up. But that was such a long time ago. There's also a plugin that tracks how to do things, yeah? Essentially what happens is it knows there's a runite ore in the pouch you can buy from there. Which is what it's like, yeah, no, you gotta make a runite bar. Also, to be fair, making some plate bodies wouldn't be a bad idea. That's why I keep swapping what I'm making. If I end up having to just sell this stuff to shops, I mean, a variety would make my life easier. Yeah, possibly. I need my thieving level a bit higher than what it is, because they keep bonking me pretty regularly. Yeah, true. I'm also not sure what I'm gonna need money-wise when it comes to getting the magic level up. Yeah, it also depends what I'm fighting, too, I think. So if I fight the Dark Wizards, I can get some extra runes that might speed things up a tiny bit. Yeah, when they decide to play nice. Yeah, but I'm not sure what I even have access to for that one. Was it? There's weekend. Hmm. Oh yeah, true. And I have access to the staff, so that cuts down some of what I have to use. Also, would it even have to be Lumbridge? Can I do that here? It just has to be a man, yeah? I could have sworn I saw some running around. Just I don't think with invisible range of me right now. Yeah, no, it's entirely due to the chunks. This is the only good anvil I have. It's not forbidden tech. My chunks are just dumb. Like, I wish I could say I was doing something intelligent. I am not. The forbidden tech is outside my borders, exactly. The forbidden tech is not in the room with us right now. At this. Put the numbers correctly, please. If I did that with Curse, it'd be over 10,000 actions. So not terrible. Haven't I seen worse numbers at this point? the very least, we've made actual progress today. We haven't completed a task, but we made some progress towards one. And I'm almost out of iron bars. Yeah, I think I have the earth stuff. Even then, I'm pretty sure I could just buy it in Varrock. I currently have an old one that I backlogged, which is a Smith and Adamantine bar, which is level 70 smithing, and 62 magic to cast Windwave. Everything else is done. This was not a small chunk by any means either. Hold on, let me bring it up. Make sure I don't have anything else open right now. There we go. Where's the button? There we go. This is the map as it is. I had 21 tasks if you don't count the bar. Not a small amount by any means. I don't think any of my rollable chunks at this moment have quite so many. Some of them have some grinds, but not that many tasks. Oh, hey Nexus! I'm guessing you're going to bed then. Wait, does it actually? 9.979. That should be 9.07. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm assuming we're applying materials that we technically don't have, because, like, how else do I make a battle axe? It clearly has wood. Like, where's the handle coming from? Like, are you telling me that I made a battle axe with a metal handle? To be fair, a lot of this shit doesn't make any damn sense. Yeah, right? Fletching's like, oh, here, you have to put the arrowheads on the tiny ass stick and then put feathers on it. Which makes a lot more sense. Except the fact that we don't have any glue, but whatever, we'll ignore the glue. But I just slapped together 5 iron bars made an iron plate body. How is any of it connected? If it was all connected in any way that makes sense, you wouldn't be able to physically put the damn thing on. So I just welded it to somebody's body. In which case, oof, you ain't getting that off ever again. You're implying a bunch of people in this universe sleep in their armor. Well, yeah, they probably do. Let's face it. They probably do that. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Alright, we're almost done with the pile. I don't think I'm gonna get another level out of it, though. Still pretty good. Be a lot worse. Ugh, I don't even want to think of what trying to do this with that frickin' anvil and lumberge would have been like. It would have just had to be gold bars. Like, there's no way around it. And it would have been 27 gold bars, because I would have had to constantly get through the gates. So I wanted to fiddle with dropping an ore, stealing some money, going through the gate multiple times to get the bar back. Get the one ore back. Oh, it would have been such a nightmare. Yeah, I saw the chart for that. So dumb. They will always punch you eventually. And they'd be the only way I'd be able to do that and have a full inventory of 28 ores going to the furnace. Otherwise, it would always be 27. Also, it's still very funny. I've gotten Evil Bob so much I have 24 fishing. I don't even have access to fishing right now. Evil Bob just pays out that well. Then he seems to favor trapping me on the island instead of sending me into that prison with the balloon animals. I think, technically? Honestly, with the way the chunks work, I wouldn't be surprised. To be fair, I've walked out of chunk before, just because imps kind of suck. And the thing with one of the quests yesterday, granted I just teleported away on that one. Unfortunately, the imps that are running around in Lumbridge Castle love teleporting out of chunk behind the castle. So the only way to reach them is to run all the way around through the front gates and go around the back. And that's if they decide to play nice. If they spawn on the wrong side, you're just shit out of luck. Yeah, no, I think I've done that already then. Just kind of funny, because these look like the exact same cages. At least you gotta visit hometown, yeah. Even if it was inside a prison cell and only briefly. So, it's also kind of awkward trying to get out of that because the thing you're looking at that you're trying to respond to is gray and, like, everything else is gray. It's not great. It's really hard to tell what lock I'm trying to hit. Also, I gotta get back into watching his Yanil Chunk series, because, kinda dipped out of it for a bit. I don't remember how far I watched. I know he was out of Yanil, but I don't remember where I left off on it. I know one of the extreme chunkers had had an incident when they added saline in because he turned out he was able to punch the sharks on the shore, which resulted in cooking becoming a task. Because now he was able to get sharks in order to cook those, so he's hunting imps or something to get food to level up with. It's also really janky to look at, because he's essentially throwing out the fishing net to drag in the corpse, which is only really supposed to happen when you're sailing. It's also really weird because he can telekinetic grab it, but it doesn't respond correctly either. He can like move the corpse, but it can't grab any of the items, so he has to grab it with the net throwing animation. It's all very silly. It's the guy that locked himself into the it's the volcano where Fight Cave is. Locked himself into that and one chunk next to it. Yeah, he's got some absolutely insane tasks, and now he has this cooking one because of the sharks being in range. Oh, I did not make these yet. Alright, we are out of iron bars! Hooray! What is the damage? Where am I now? Okay. My calculator back open. 7 minus 7915. I need 379,712 EXP still. So, close to halfway. Very close to halfway. But we're still doing this with iron. Is that actually correct, though? Hold on. How the fuck was I calculating this last time? Huh. No, that still comes out to the exact same number. Okay. So it is correct. I do have the right thing. That would come down to 10,126 actions. So... let's do this. 5,063 iron bars. I think I'm doing the math right. Which is definitely not insurmountable, as I've been screwing around just collecting iron bars and made a pile of over 4,000. It took me, with that detour, 3 hours to smith down 4,000. No, actually. An iron bar is 12.5, and then every bar is worth 25 EXP. So every bar is 37.5 total. But each bar is, yeah. So I roughly need to mine about 10,000 times. But again, that's hardly insurmountable. I just wish it gave me EXP for failing. Like, I think I did that in about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm trying to remember when I started playing again. So I did Mithril for a bit, and then I realized, yeah, I know the fail rate with the bronze pickaxe was going to be a problem. And then started doing the math on other solutions. Keep in mind that is fill an entire inventory, go to the furnace in Al-Kharid, smith them down, then dump them in the bank. I don't know where you're getting 18.75 per ore, though. It's 12.5 on success and 0 on fail. God, I wish it gave me XP on fail. Come on. There we go. Yes, that's 37.5, not 18.75. Yes, but again, where are you getting 18.75 from? Okay. Yes, but again, why are you dividing it by 2? Failed ore doesn't give me anything. It would also be closer to like 10k ore unless my odds were really bad. If I've got the math right, it's 5,000 successful ores. Damn it, stop doing that. Ah. Anyway. I've got to wrap up. Because I am fucking tired. Got like an hour to dinner as well. Oh, right. My button's still swap what page I'm on. Right. The function keys. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Regardless, I think 5,000 bars is the next goal, unless I try to do the thing with the mithril axe. Mithril pickaxe, but I don't know how viable that even is gonna be at this point. I think I could actually get more, unless I do the forestry thing, I think I could get more bars but before I even get to that point with lamps. Yep, yeah, that's definitely gonna be it for me today. Well, and I have to catch up on reading too. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, if anything. It comes down to whether or not my joints want to play nice. Like today they are. I can't guarantee tomorrow they will be. It also may come down to whether or not 14's actually functional. If I can't stay connected to the server, there's not much I can do about anything. Reading for entertainment. The problem is the book has to be returned in like 4 to 5 days, and I've still got a couple hundred pages left. Plus another library book after that. Oh god, I have so many tabs open. Martine, did you get DDoSed again? Am I actually going to be able to do stuff tonight? It still says recovery. Hopefully it's not happening right now. So I'll see, because I still need tomes no matter what. Yeah, that'll be it for me today. I'm gonna go relax. So, thanks for coming, everybody. I'll see y'all next time.
Kupo kupo!